Hey guys, welcome back to the Northeast Florida surf fishing forecast for September 1st through the 3rd. Can you believe it? We're already here to September. This year seems like it has been going on forever with everything going on, but for us fishermen, September is usually a great month, and it really leads to much better fishing as the month goes on. As you can see over the weekend, there were some good catches. Not shown, there were several good reports of flounder, trout, redfish, drum around area inlets along the rocks and such. So if you can hit those up, Fort Clinch, Huguenot, those areas, Amelia Island, you need to hit the rocks. The fish are really hanging around them as the mullet are coming out of the inlets and the rivers. The fish are just waiting for them to tear them up. As you can see, the water is very nice. It's not muddy. Visibility is really good when you go out in it. You can see your feet when you're waist deep, so that's good. When I say there's mullet, there's mullet. There are tons of mullet. I was watching a few people throw for them, and every cast they threw, they were probably getting 40 to 50 mullet. Remember, there is a restriction. I believe it's 50 mullet per person in possession, so don't put too many mullet in your bucket, guys. Don't get in trouble. I believe that is the rule. But as you can see, the water should stay fairly decent with this wind the next few days. It's going to be quite light and variable. For Tuesday, September 1st, you're looking at west winds at 5 to 10 in the morning. Switching over to the south-southeast at 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Surf 1 to 2 foot. Tides for Tuesday morning, you got a high at 8:15 a.m. in the morning and a low at 2:27 p.m. in the afternoon. I like those tides. You get the fish to whole outgoing tide for most of the morning, and that's when the fish have really been biting here in Jack's Beach. I don't know Talbot as well. I've heard the outgoing tide. Just if you can, try each tide. That's what I do, and some days they hit better on the incoming. For Wednesday, September 2nd, you got west winds at 5 to 8. And switching over to the southeast at 5 to 10 in the afternoon, surf 1 to 2 foot. High tide at 8:58 in the morning and a low at 3:10 in the afternoon. September 3rd, you got a west wind at 5 to 8 in the morning. Switching over again to the southeast at 5 to 10, surf 1 to 2 foot. High at 9:40 a.m. in the morning and a low at 3:51 p.m. in the afternoon. I love the late afternoon low tides because what I like to do is fish those last few hours of the low and then fish the first two of the incoming right as it's getting dark. So this week, towards the end of the week, will be even better with those tides. So keep that in mind, guys. I got another video. This was taken in Jack's Beach, and I have another video right after this that was taken in Ponte Vedra later on in the afternoon. And the water is even clearer in Ponte Vedra. And also plenty of sand fleas. So bait's not a problem. If you need shrimp, bring shrimp. But if you just want to use mullet and sand fleas, you really don't need to bring anything right now. Right now, the live mullet, if you're using those, the trout, redfish, flounder, bluefish, Spanish mackerel, big sharks and tarpon are all hitting them. On the fish bites right now, whiting and pompano are biting them. With shrimp, you're getting whiting, pompano, black drum, and redfish. On the sand fleas, the whiting are starting to hit them a little bit better, as well as the occasional pompano and the redfish. I caught several redfish on the sand fleas the other day. They absolutely love them. Also, for those who like to throw lures, the gotchas and gold and silver spoons right now are producing bluefish, Spanish mackerel, and trout. I had a guy send me a picture. He had about a 27-inch trout he caught on a gold spoon. Very nice trout. And for topwater lures, the speckled trout are hitting them. And if you go to Strike Zone, get you some big lures. Talk to the guys there. Ask them what the tarpon will hit. Bring those out there first thing in the morning. Go to Volano along the rocks and throw those big topwaters. And you could very well hook you up a tarpon. Just make sure you got plenty of line. Because if you don't, you're going to watch all your line go bye-bye in a hurry. And the water temperature right now is 85.2, so it's come up since last week. Last week it was like 84.3, so it's still warming up, guys, and not good. I'll be looking at the extended forecast here shortly to see when they're predicting our first cool front to come through. I'm telling you, when that hits, when we get our first cold front, hopefully it'll be in September, middle of September or so, the mullet will start emptying the river and the fishing will just get insane. September and October are absolutely some of the best months of fishing here in Northeast Florida, especially along the surf. November as well, big whiting and big pompano early in November. And in the river right now, they are catching a ton of mangrove snapper and flounder. And here's the sand fleas, guys. They are everywhere. This was in Ponte Vedra. This is one school of them. It was massive. All size fleas. Pretty easy to spot. There was about 6 or 7 sandpipers feeding on the school before I got to them. So right now is a good time to load up and freeze you some fleas so you have them when they disappear, because those whiting and pompano that are coming through will still hit the sand fleas. And as the sheepheads show up, they absolutely love sand fleas, especially along the jetties and the local piers. As far as if you can go to Flagler Pier is a good place. Bring some sand fleas there. They're catching a lot of fish off the Flagler Pier right now, flounder, trout, and drum. So if you want to take that hour drive, it's well worth it, guys, because the Jack's Beach Pier will not be done for a while, although they are finally making a little bit more progress. They started adding another section today. So in due time, it will be finished, and then we'll really have some good video of all kinds of crazy fishing. But until that time, we'll continue to fish from the surf and into inlets and in the river. And there's another school of sand fleas right there. Plenty of sand fleas in Ponte Vedra right now. Also in South Jack's Beach, there's plenty of sand fleas. And the water should stay clean, so if you can get out and fish the next few days, it should be good. The extended forecast looks like we have a little bit more wind showing up possibly at the weekend. Another thing to do, guys, download this My Radar app. With the thunderstorms, don't get stranded fishing with bad lightning. And if you haven't done so, join our Facebook page. We're right at 700 members now, so we're growing. We get fishing reports daily, and we'd like to have your input as well. So with that being said, until the end of this week, guys, tight lines and catch them up.